Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rudy Trevino.
I'm Mike Gillespie. Leslie has the night off. We begin tonight with concerns over inflation. Now, you may have noticed when buying groceries or maybe shoes for the kids that prices are up.
Yeah, the fact is that it's tracked by the government through the Consumer Price Index. And tonight it shows over the past 12 months, we've all paid about 5.4% more for goods and services. As our Michael Gibson tells us tonight, state and local governments are also having to deal with the effects of inflation on their budgets and investments.
High it is.
Our state senator, Chuy Hinojosa, was one of the lawmakers who got an update on the state's SWIFT fund. It doles out money to cities in the form of low-interest loans for water projects. The city of Corpus Christi is using $225 million of those dollars to build a desal plant. The folks who handle that fund told lawmakers that inflation is eating away at their profits.
If this very high inflation is going to persist, I think the portfolio, it's not built to keep up with 5% inflation in over a long period of time.
Senator Hinojosa doesn't believe that our inflation numbers will remain high, but it's still cause for concern.
Inflation right now is higher than normal. It's close to 5%, and it's causing a lot of issues and problems in terms of trying to make sure that the return on our investments stays ahead of inflation.
The senator also doesn't believe that the city of Corpus Christi is in danger of not being able to get its $225 million loan from SWIFT because of the inflation. But City Manager Peter Zanoni does know that inflation is affecting city business right now.
We do have capital projects that are being impacted by inflation and supply chain issues.
Zanoni tells 3 News that over the past year or so, the city has had 15 to 20 contractors requesting more money for city projects because of the rising prices.
A project like an Ayers, where there's a lot of material, that in that case is a lot of crushed limestone where we're rebuilding the base. And that is probably a candidate where we may have seen some price increases. I know on Ocean Drive, the Revive the Drive, there's a lot of asphalt that's used there.
Zanoni is hoping the city will continue to deliver on completing all of the road projects as promised without having to cut back on things because of escalating prices and supply chain issues. Michael Gibson, 3 News.